Hi, my name is Adele. I'm a sales manager at OEC Computers, and today I want to walk you through how I transform the way we handle our sales processes using process maps. In my role, I need full visibility of our sales pipeline at all times. It's not just about creating documents, it's about ensuring that every step from quotation to payment is executed efficiently and without delays. That's why I rely on process maps. They give me a structured, real time view of where we stand and what needs attention. When I start my day, I open the Process Maps app and can see the KPI 1.05K open documents, indicating the total number of open documents included in the process map. Clicking the refresh button on the tile recalculates and updates the number of documents. I click on the Quote to Cash Process tile and can see right away how many documents are pending at each step. I begin with creating a sales quotation. Instead of navigating through multiple menus, I launch it directly from the process map. I enter the required details and select Add and Back to add the document and return back to the process map, where I immediately see the impact of my action. The indicator of the next step is updated automatically. Next, I move to processing sales quotations. Here, I review open quotations and convert relevant ones into sales orders. This step ensures that opportunities are not lost and that we move forward with confirmed business. Again, once I complete the action, the process map reflects the updated status. However, our business is more complex than a standard flow. I needed a process that reflects how we actually operate, so I created my own version. I duplicate the standard process map and tailor it to fit our needs. Using the X button can remove unnecessary steps, but I want to add new steps to reflect the entire sales process. I add a business step to cancel outdated quotations. In reality, we often have quotes that are no longer relevant, and leaving them open creates confusion. By introducing this step, I made sure outdated quotes are regularly reviewed and cleared. I enter Cancel Outdated Quotes as business step name, then select Sales Quotation as business object. As I don't want to create, but see my list view of outdated sales quotations, I select the action type, Manage, and finally select my custom view outdated sales quotations. Since this is an independent side task that can be performed anytime, I'll leave this step floating and do not select to include before or after an existing business step. I'm clicking Save, which adds the step to the new map. Clicking on an existing step opens it for editing. I open the Process Sales Orders step and assign it a different view and save. Now, I will add 2 more steps for handling possible return actions. A step for creating return document for a delivered item. This step is of Create type and will be included after the business step process deliveries. And a step for crediting the customer. This action might be relevant to complete the return process, but also after the invoice was issued. So I'll place it in both positions. Pay AR invoices and return delivered items. Let's see how the process map looks like. I will name it as E2E Sales Process. Activate it and set it to be displayed as tile on the homepage and save. Please note that you will need to refresh the web browser screen to see the new process map. Therefore, I click on the SAP Business One logo and, in addition, refresh the browser window. By default, user-defined process maps are added to the Process Maps group, but as with any app, users are free to move them around as necessary. The new process maps are also available in the App Finder and on the main menu under Process Maps. You can see the KPI value on the Process Maps tile is now updated to 3. Now, the map is available only to the user who created it. Let's grant authorizations to the relevant users. By switching to the desktop client, I want to grant Alex authorizations for using the new process map. By default, regular users have no authorizations for process maps at all. When a new process map is created, a respective authorization is generated accordingly in the authorization tree. Once Alex logs in to the web client, the new process map is available for him on the homepage, and when launched, all the details are available. The process maps are subject to user authorizations and data ownership rules if defined. Here we can see that since Alex has no authorization to create and process returns, the respective steps are grayed out, and accessing the target apps is impossible. Let's see how to create a process map from scratch using the dedicated designer. Click the Design Process Map tile on the homepage. An empty canvas appears. Click the Add Business Step button to create the relevant steps. Here, I would create a simple process map for customer care. At OEC Computers, we want our customers to be happy and return in the future. So every time a customer is returning an item, our customer care team follows up closely. I will start by creating a step with the name, Review and Process Return Requests. Select Return Requests as Object, Manage as Action Type, Open Return Requests as View and Save. As next and final step, I will be creating a task for a company representative to contact the customer. I create a step with the name, Contact Customer, select Activity as Object, create as Action Type, include after the first step, and save. The new process map has 2 steps now, and it's better to save it so the work is not lost. Click the Save button. In the Save Process Map dialog, I enter the process map name, Customer Care, and any additional remarks if needed. If you don't set the map as active, it will be saved as draft, not accessible for other users. To access the draft process maps, open the Process Maps app on the home page. When you remove the active status filter, you can see all the process maps with their statuses. You can further edit and enhance the user-defined maps and even delete the ones that are not required anymore. Note that predefined process maps created by SAP cannot be deleted. To summarize, Process Maps functionality is a tool for visualizing business processes. 2 predefined process maps are available for instant use. Using the dedicated designer or by duplicating a predefined map, you can create a custom process map that perfectly matches your business process. The Process Maps app provides you an overview and access to all process maps in different statuses. The process maps are subject to user authorizations and data ownership rules if defined. Now it's your turn to leverage the process map functionality and bring better clarity and efficiency to your business.